Right, that's the long side of our box uh, completed. So that's the pine. It's a pine for the long side. What we're going to do now is do the shorter sides because it's like a rectangle shaped box. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to right click on my mouse and I'm going to rename this to, we'll call it, let's call it side piece. And so I want to create a new part studio by clicking on the plus sign, create part studio. I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call this the end piece. We've got the side piece and the end piece. As before, we can use the top plane, so I'm going to hide the front plane, hide the right plane. Otherwise, it can be a bit messy and make our lives more difficult. It needs to be. Very similar process to what we did before, but the dimensions need to be a bit different because it's a bit smaller. So I'm going to sketch, and it's saying, "Great, sir, you want to do a sketch? Well, what plane? It's a blue. These blue boxes are always these questions. They're asking you something. It's asking you before it can do anything more. It's saying, "Sir, tell me which plane do you want to sketch on?" And you'll notice my toolbar's all grayed out. I can't choose anything up here. That's because it wants me to tell it which plane I'm going to sketch or which face do I want to sketch on. So we're going to choose top plane. Now my toolbar at the top comes alive, and again I'm going to choose a corner rectangle. Left click on my mouse, make a rectangle shape, and then we'll use the dimensions to get it to the right sizes. So left click again. Don't fall into the habit of trying to click on this orange box because you'll start to draw another corner rectangle. You only want one. Because it's gone white. It's gone white. I'll show you. I've only clicked with my mouse once there and there. I haven't clicked again. If I move my mouse over here, that's highlighting the box. Move my mouse back there, I'm highlighting that box. I haven't clicked. No clicking is taking place. So I'm going to move my mouse back over here towards this box. It goes white, which means I can now put some dimensions in it. This dimension is going to be 80 millimeters. Press enter. This dimension on the side here. So again, don't click on that white box because it will think you want to draw another rectangle. I don't. Because it's gone white, it means I can just type my dimensions straight in. We're going to use 14mm thick plywood. So that's the thickness of my plywood, 14 millimeters. I don't like having dimensions on my sketches. So I'm actually going to go up here and click dimensions tool. I'm going to click once, hold down and drag this dimension off my sketch to clean it up. I'm not going to use the dimensions tool just yet, so I'm going to go back over to my line. And I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm going on the top left of my rectangle there. I'm going to bring a line. I'm going to click, bring a line down. Wait till that line at the orange bottom goes orange so I know it's constrained. Constrained means fixing it in place. Okay. Onshape thinks I still want to draw lines. I don't. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to click escape line. Choose my line again. Top right corner of my rectangle. Bring it down to the bottom line here. Wait for it to go orange and click. Onshape thinks I want to keep drawing lines. I don't. Don't go clicky, 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 clicky because you'll just start drawing lines all over your screen and you'll get frustrated and you'll get a little bit lost. Right click, escape line. I'm going to use my trim tool, pair of scissors, like I'm trimming something. Click on my trim tool, click on that line, remove that line. Click on that line, remove that line. Do the same over this side, click on that line and remove that line. There is my end piece. I need to use my dimensions tool and I need to make sure that this angle is set to 45 degrees, and I want to do the same over here because we're creating a miter joint, and we know that miter joints are where two pieces meet, run at a 45-degree angle. And again, you'll see I've got my dimensions off my sketch. Get into the habit of making sure your dimensions are off of the sketch. It cleans it up and stops it becoming messy. Happy with that? That's what I need to do, green tick. Okay, like we did before, we need to change this 2D sketch. It's just a 2D sketch into a 3D object. We know the tool for doing that is our trusty friend, the extrude tool. So up to the top here, extrude. I'm going to keep it solid. It's going to be a new extrude. Here's my blue box. It's sensor. Great. You want to extrude, but what do you want to extrude? What sketch or what face do you want to extrude? I want to extrude the sketch that we have just completed, which is sketch 1. I could click here. This time I'm going to click on the sketch, just to show you can click on a couple of places. Sorry. Remember, I can toggle down or up. Doesn't make a difference in this situation, what we're designing, but it might do in future lessons. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to do a symmetrical extrude, so it extrudes half up, half down, and we're going to change the depth to 40 millimeters. That's going to be the height of our material, our pine wood. I'm happy with that. I'm going to green tick it to complete that. I don't like this plasticine blue, as it's not as realistic as we can get it. I've said before, the rendering options in Onshape aren't great. If you're using things like Tinkercad or other CAD pieces of software, what you can actually do is make it look specifically like a piece of wood, really realistic. But we don't have that option with Onshape, with the program we're using, unfortunately. So we have to be a bit creative. So I'm going to right click. So right click on my mouse where it says part 1, which is that side end piece that I've just created. And I'm going to go to the 4th from the top, which is edit appearance. And I'm going to choose like a browny color to make it look as wood-like as I can possibly make it. Green tick. Okay. So that's my side piece there, and that's my end piece. We're now going to move on to doing the lids. They'll do the top and the bottom. So I will do another video for you to follow along to complete that. Good luck.